It is not unusual to get stuck somewhere in your post-coursework process. This can also happen more than once. You may be familiar with the term analysis paralysis, which describes what many PhD students face as they try to determine when they have done enough research to sit for qualifying exams, to present their proposal, or to defend their dissertation. One phrase to remember through all of this is, done is good. On a more practical level, here are some suggestions from faculty about how to get unstuck.
There are many reasons for the stuckness, of course. Often when I see a student get stuck, it's because they are looking at the entirety of the project rather than breaking it into smaller pieces. Very often, if you look at the totality of what you have to accomplish, it's intimidating. If you think about how much food we have to eat between now and the end of life, every day, 3 meals a day, every single day, that sounds tough, yet we're gonna do it. So very often a student might get overwhelmed by the thoughts of writing the dissertation, doing the revisions, collecting the data, running the data, writing it up, getting it through committee members. So what I try to do is say, okay, let's just focus on one small goal. Do you feel capable of writing up your method section? Yes, I do. Good, write that. But no. Just write your method section, think about nothing else, and bring it back to me. So I find the more you break it into smaller, doable chunks, the more likely you are to be successful.
If we're at all empathetic and remember our own experience, we remember there were times where you got stuck. And so I advise students to not to wallow in it or to hide, and worry that we're mad at you. We're not mad at you. We want to move you along, right? And if a conversation with me, even a short one, can help you put you back on a track, and I'm very happy to do that.
It is a normal part of graduate school to run into problems. I mean, we run into problems later in our academic careers when we're writing. You hit writing blocks. It is just part of the normal process. So if you're encountering one of those situations at whatever stage it is, I would strongly suggest first, if it's during classes, talk with your professor. We all know this happens. And the other thing is, life happens. People have hard things in their non-academic lives that affect them, that make it harder. We know this. You have illness, you have family members with illness, you have children, you have all of these things, part of life. But the faculty can't help you if we don't know this is going on. So I would say first talk with talk with the professor if it's in one of your classes. If it's at the further stage, talk with your advisor, talk with the person who's chairing your dissertation. Do it before you get in a hole, because usually we can help you dig out of a small hole. Big hole becomes much harder. We're here to help students.
I have some students stuck because they don't listen. So you tell them to do A, B, C, and they went back, they just don't do it. They keep running circles. Those kind of students, I think I have actually done is saying, look, this is the reality. You go home, you have to do A, B, and C, and you have to produce this. Otherwise, I cannot further, to supervise you, because that we're not going to go anywhere. So that's one thing. So those kind of students, very straightforward. Then they come to the pieces where the students usually they got stuck is sometimes it's the skills. They have certain skill set that they just couldn't move forward in certain areas. And most of the students stuck is because their scope is way too big. I think that's where it comes to advisors coming to say, okay, we're gonna all review to see if it's really absolutely necessary for you to include this piece in your final work. A lot of times, it's sufficient enough and you couldn't just do that, and it's okay, we drop it. And most times it's, students are very ambitious, say, I want to do A, B, C, D, E. Then eventually they realize, but you still want to finish. I always say, in the end, a good, dissertation is really not saying scope is too little. It's just scope is enough that you can finish. and then you can leave the rest as a future work.